Professional Online Race Match. Versus practice. Training. Training room.
I've been a failure, I've been a success.
Really?
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realized I gotta count on my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down.
All right,
I was ready for a
my
fight, never
defense.
back down. At this point, I'm fighting for time.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Perfect air-to-air. Difficult situation for a throw. There's a corner switch. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Misses the drive impact. Takes a trip. Jump? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. They take some time to back off and regroup. Burnout activates. Up tap to close it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Denies the low heavy. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Pokes with a medium kick. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Jumps up. Blocks the impact. They were expecting that drive impact. Grabs and throws them away. Are we going to see a comeback? Finds the target. Getting up close and personal. Doesn't take them low. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
They're letting it fly from the get-go. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Jumps in. Goes for the fireball, which is throws him. Okay, here we go. Player one throw is denied. What a read. Good decision with that throw. Player one is in a perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Will you bring an ND and whooping ass to work?
What's wrong? Get up!
Changes the pace with the fireball. Drops them from the air. Noticeable life lead is a comeback, tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. Denies the jumping. They didn't test the throw. Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Punch anti-air in the butt. Smart play with the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player two chases them down. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. Neither of them willing to back off here. Heading into the end game now. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks them with the projectile. Misses the drive impact. Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. What'll happen here? Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Looking for a chance. What's the next move? Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Jumps in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Ooh, what a smart throw. Hits them with a stopping block. Make smart use of the gauge. Good, super. Dangerous range here. Either fighter can use drive now. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone adds a bit of OD spice there. Solid anti-air. Finds the target. Excellent block. The drive impact doesn't work. Tons of turns out. Player one can't use any drive. What are you jumping in for? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
They are letting it fly from it. Reads the jump in perfectly. Zones with the fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. This can lead to some big damage. Blocks it. What are they gonna do? Looks like crowns them from above. All the throw connects. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their fuse as their drive gauge. Perfect execution with the anti-air. How do they read that throw? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? These fighters reads the jump in perfectly. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Scuff them. A projectile to say, get off! Raw super art incoming. Bring in the heat. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. This might be a time to make them famous.
Shit!
Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. It is over. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Drive rush. Gets in their face. The throw misses. Nice manejore. Getting those throws all pumped up. Takes a trip. Both fighters decide to reset the pace, goes for the super art. Player one chases them down. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Experiencing burnout. Taking stock. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Throws a fireball. They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in. Lifts them with the wrong pawn. They're going for the super art. Knockdown. Now, can they finish the job? Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. That increasing metal level is gonna mean more damage and more of a threat from each grab. Pokes with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. From low heavy to a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 can't use any burnout activates. Jumps in. Connects with the throw. Are we gonna see a come get them with a quick low kick? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Was hungry for the grab. Rushes in. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, here we go. The low. Connects with the throw. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Grounds them from above. Player 1 can't let the throw connects. Reversal. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What now? Nothing stops this train. Get ready to be thrown to the side. Ugh, take a seat. Escapes the corner. What are they gonna do? Can this drive bring them back? They're just gonna go for it with the super. They are done. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Rushes in. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Tons of drive and health to work with. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. The jump in is denied. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. All right, what's coming up next? Will this super art connect? That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you've just gotta use it. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few sliding in. Player 1 might have just shifted to experiencing burnout. Player 2 has depleted their drive boost, but they are still within range to win this round. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. They exchange blows. Shoots off a fireball up close. They decide to take a breather. Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in is denied. Gets the jump in. Sliding in. Super! Oh, must have saw something we didn't. Creates an opening with the low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. What'll happen here? Hits him with a stop and bop. sneaks in above. A quick breather. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. Solid anti-air. Jump goes to the air. Drops him hard. Manages to block this and reaches some big damage. Crowns him from above. Connects with the throw. Goes to punish counter on the action. And it turns out. Player 2 is on track to steal this back after that super. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Drive rush! That was the highest if I've ever seen. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight round. Fight.
Starts things off anti-air in the clutch. A jump barely blocks the jumping. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Crowns them from above. Knockdown, and there's an overdrive shorty. They're going for the super art. Reads the jump in perfectly. What now? Raw super art incoming. Excellent read. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Drives it back, misses. Good decision with that throw. Comes in hot. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What are they gonna do? Clutch anti-air. Punish counter sets the table. Oh, here we go. Clutch parry. Okay, here we go. Getting it all on the drive run. That was a magical shot. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Put one in the pocket. No good up high. Knockdown. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Neither of them willing to back off here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Will this Super Art connect? Their Super Art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Life lead opens up. Gets. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Blocks the overhead. Who's going to start things off? Jumps? Flashes him. Doesn't miss a beat. Scrapping it out up close. What a reaction to go air to air. Grabs and throws him away. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. What'll happen here? Spending that drive gauge. Oh, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Super clutch corner swing. Both fighters planning impact. Squat. Finds the target. Experiencing burnout. Burnout activates. Okay, here we go. Oh, boy. Both running empty on drive. Sets up with the jump in. Any mistake here is going to be fatal. What's it going to be? Anti-air in the clutch. One player isn't contracted up with a throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Gets the jump in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? That drive impact is blocked. Shoryuken? Each hit is so important here. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Can't tech the throw? Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Left off a projectile to waste time. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. And whiffs! They're wide open! Reads the throw and escapes! They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. Sets up with the jump in. Knockdown and gotta do better than that. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the punish counter on reaction? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen. How'd I lose? Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fantastic reactions there. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. Burnout activates. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning it. Snipes them out the air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them. What's next? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Quick dash in. Jumps? What's the next move? Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Oh, could be the start of something. Hits them with a stopping block. Flashes them. A quick breather. Player 2 will be experiencing burnout. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. There's sets up with the jump in. Zones with the fireball. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Forward rush. Or raw super hard incoming. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Oh, they're in the corner now. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Costly mistake. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground games. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Next hit will end the round. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits with the overhead. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps up. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 is dominating this match. Drive gauge on deck. Excellent block. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. What'll happen here? Good job if the drive impact doesn't work. KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Still slugging it out here. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. What's the play here? No good up high. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Does a good job of pushing back. Absorbs the attack and fires back. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? All right, what's coming up next? Get some. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. They break things off to take a quick breather. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Hits them with a stop and bop. Jumps up. From upstairs. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Good decision with that throw. A whip finds the target. There's an overdrive Hadouken. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Just what they were after. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Medium kick. Crowns him from above. There's a burnout. Great job in escaping that corner. Super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Where you putting that MD and whooping ass to work? Player 1 flipping the script with that turnaround super. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Knocked him out of the air. Plus out the OD Hadouken. A jump? This is gonna hurt. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Noticeable life lead is a... It is over! Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sneaks in above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. Player 2 chases them down. Neither of them willing to back off here. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Life lead opens up. It's not over. Hadouken takes a trip. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive game, but they still have enough life left. How will they utilize this? They need to rely on the... just goes for it at this range. In there! Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump in catches them. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Throws a fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Nice read with the cannon spike. Jumps up. Still slugging it out. Impact! Squat! Quick drop! Player 2 needs to use... Oh, what's this? Taps him on the toe. Player 2 can't use any drive-through. Flatlines him. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. What an opening statement there. Jumps in. Meets the jump in with a perfect parry. Throws him. That throw will do some good damage. Knocks him out of the air. Looking for a hold. Barely blocks the jump in. Solid anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Reads the jump in perfectly. Punish counter sets the table. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Somehow manages to block the jump in. What are they gonna do? There's an overdrive Hadouken. A jump in drops them from the air. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Finds the target. What's this Chiku Hadouken gonna be? It is over. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Jump in, finds the mark. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Throws out the fireball to check him. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Sees it come, goes for the super art. Grabs them. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. The corner throw ends it. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump-in is denied. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Going in, still scrapping for control of the stage. Drumming up a beatdown. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Goes for the jump in. Grabs and throws him over.
This is my chance.
Clutch anti-air. Shows a medium kick. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Drive in back misses. Flatline zone. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
Challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Cross-up blocked. Throws him down. Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? The jump-in is denied. Player two is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they... Burnout activates! Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Nice cross-up. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Barely blocks the jump-in. Projectile to try and change the situation. Grabs and throws him away. Player two chases. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Still slugging it out at this range. Big throws. A quick breather. Breaks those shins. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters plan the drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 needs to use the throws him. What'll happen here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Were they baiting them into that? Are we gonna see a comeback? Flatline though. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? They are letting it fly from the get-go. Solid anti-air. A jump in? Ooh, what a smart throw. That throw will do some good damage. Escape connects with the throw. Drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Can they make the most of it? Will this super art do anything? Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. The super connect cross-up attack. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Clutch anti-air. Gets the side switch. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Long low attack hits. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Good drive management could well decide this. This is a real back and forth match for them. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Starting to sweat a bit. That drive impact is blocked. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. No more drive gauge. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Timely, what a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Flashes him. Smart play with a throw. Jumps up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. They choose to spend the meter to up the deck. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Experiencing burnout. Knockdown and breaks the block with a throw. Still slugging it out at the end there. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Well-timed command throw there. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the command grab. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The grab misses. Reads them. Knockdown. Throws them. What's next? Impact's a no-go. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Not shy, that slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sticks the jump in. Zones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Jumps, Player 2, they can't squander this punish counter attack. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call.
What's wrong?
The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus to finish this off. Gets tagged by the fireball. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Gutsy play with the grab. Player 2 is sliding in. Drops him hard. This is gonna hurt. Amazing. Getting up close and personal. Nothing stops this train. What's next? Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Get ready to be thrown to the side. Escapes the corner. The drive impact doesn't work. Connects with the throw. Gotta do better than that. Impact squat. Drive impact misses. Player 1 can't and whiffs. They're wide open. Who's gonna take it?
Not good enough.
They didn't take the throw. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Very solid corner switch. Avoids getting cornered. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. That drive impact is blocked. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Beautiful setup with that attack. Taking stock. A little too greedy there. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. How's this round going? Will this super art connect? They saw the chip KO on the table. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Had the radar up and running. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Nice managed Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. Player 2 can't experiencing burnout. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Going in? Jump? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Not close enough for the throw. What'll happen here? We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely... No! This will break them! Both sides! Wow, sat and waited for this opening! Punish counter on the action! That combo finishes it! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion!
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Holds out with the block. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Is the fireball part of their corner game? The jump in catches them. Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Can't take the throw? All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Left off a projectile to waste time. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff hunting. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Throws out the fireball to check him. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Takes a trip. The impact doesn't do anything. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive hit. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Fantastic awareness. It's a good spot to use the super. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus to finish this off. We have, burnout activates. One chance here may end solid anti-air. The throw is denied. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. That barely connected, but it still counts. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead opens up. Whiffs the throw. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Quick dashing. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Going in, you've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps, breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Uses the target combo as a filler. Yes, sir, more damage, please. Uses the fireball. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Jumps up. This can lead to some big damage. Whiffs, they're wide open. Can they pick sets up with the jump in? Okay, here we go. Can they close this round without passes out the cage right there? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with the fireball. Who will come out on top in this fight? Pumps him hard. Zones with the fireball. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Pay attention. Target combo into Super Art to show them what a TNT and fighters can do for them. They are not getting close to each other. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Reads the jump in perfectly. This meets them air to air. Impact squash. Things are looking perfect execution with the anti-air. The drive impact doesn't work. Over in a flash. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Grabs him. Was well in range to score the throw. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Counter hit throw there. All right. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Just out of range for that throw. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Can't tech the throw? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the super art? Heading into the endgame, experiencing burnout. This is a huge chance to make a feel it. Brushes off the impact. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how it fires off the Shinku KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Jumps. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Ups the damage on them. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. What'll happen here? This is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Super clutch corners. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Experiencing burnout. Gotta do better than that. Sets up with the jump in. Jump clutch anti-air. Player 1, perfect execution with the anti-air. Dangerous range here. This is gonna hurt. They gotta dig down deep here. A jump in? These fighters are, wow, sat and waited for this open. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open, but tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Sets up with the jump in. Knockdown and looking for a chance. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Medium kick, knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Shakes things up with a fireball. Rushes in. Stretch throws him. Both sides getting ready. Low heavy. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. There's a drive impact. Jinrai, no hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSF touch. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Get down and shut up. Shinryu. Repta. Oh my God, they just choked it up. What? There's a burnout. Charges up the plasma. Crowns him from above. Player one, drive impact misses. Dumps him. Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Sonic boom. Training. Training. Challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Tries to bait him with the projectile. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both sides looking for an opening. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Player 1 chases them down to the wire. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. A quick breather. A super art. Experiencing burnout. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Both players all out of drive gauge. What'll happen here? Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Player 1 KO. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Immediate jump in. Hits them with a stop and pop. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Knockdown and attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Grabs and throws them away. They're going for the super art? Just goes for it at this range. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
Get up.
Jumps it in with the cross-up. Low heavy. Shoryuken? You gotta do better than that. Cross-up attack. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Oh my god, they just choked it up! A huge punish counter right in the opening seconds of this round. They're back into the corner now. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Come on now, let me hear you say it! Shinryu! Repa! Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. They're hurt. It's drive impact misses. Oh, hip throw is denied. What a read. Sets up with the jump in. Throws him. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They got, oh my god, what a throw tech. They're using a fireball to pull. This can lead to some big damage. Scuff him. I can't believe it. Grabs him. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ultimate drops, though. Long-range fireballs to break the silence. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Okay, creating some space here. Who's gonna make a move? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Tries some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them. Will this super art connect? Starting something with the super. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Grabs them, takes a trip. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. Oh, easy tech. Where is their opening? Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Their space finishes it with the anti-air. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. They both have full drive gauges to work with. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Big opportunity coming. Steals back a chance. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Knockdown and shows a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. We're out of scan, brushes that off and keeps going. The drive impact is denied. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. They are really going at each other. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Super clutch corner switch. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? All whiff and no throw. They're in there. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. Still slugging it out here. Player two has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Nano's meta level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Strong Quan takes them off their feet. Player gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is working with a better kick, brushes that off, and keeps going. Shinku Hadouken! Knockdown and... Now, can they finish the job? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Throws a fireball. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Sets up with the jump-in. Connects with the throw. Strong Quan takes them off their feet. Player 2 wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Can't tech the throw. Charges in with authority. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. All right. Throws him down. My turn. Player brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Player 2 has the meter lead. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Had the radar up and running. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Big, low, reaching heavy. What's the next move? Reads the throw and shuts it down. Both fighters have plenty of going on the offensive. They're trading attacks. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Charges forward. Breaks the block with a throw. Hits them with a stop and bomb. That combo did decent. Good heads-up decision opting for the Dragon Pack. Can they create an opportunity for them? Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Player 2 needs these in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
just on another level.
This is my chance!